Class 7th, Chapter 5, Long Answer Questions. Question 1. What are inorganic acid? Give 4 general properties of such acid. Children, in this question, you have to tell what do you mean by inorganic acid, and then 4 general properties of inorganic acid. Okay. Now come to the answer. Inorganic acids are prepared from minerals present in the earth crust. Different types of minerals, these are present in the earth crust, and from these minerals inorganic acids are prepared, and they are prepared artificially in the industries. For example, the example of mineral acid is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is mineral acid, sulfuric acid is also inorganic acid. Now properties of inorganic acid, first one is they are strong. They are strong acid. Second is they should not be tasted. They are corrosive. We can't taste them because they are corrosive. They can burn our tongue also. They can burn our hand also. Come to third point, their solution conduct electricity because they are acids and they are strong acids, so they produce hydrogen ion in their solution and their solution conduct electricity. Come to the fourth point, they turn blue litmus paper into red. When the blue litmus paper is dipped in them, it turns red. So these are the properties of such inorganic acid. Question number 2. What is the source of litmus paper? Explain its use. Children, in this question you have to tell from where we get litmus indicator, and you have to tell the use of litmus. Now come to the answer. Litmus is a water soluble mixture of different dyes which are extracted from symbiotic plant lichen. Okay, lichen especially. Lichen is a symbiotic plant, means symbiotic association of algae and fungus. Algae and fungus, they live together, so that is called lichen. So litmus is obtained from the lichen, and when extracted in distilled water, it is light purple in color. Means solution of the litmus is light purple in color. So it is used as an acid base indicator. It is used as an acid base indicator, and it is also available in the form of strips and solution. In both form it is available. Come to next question. List 4 common properties of basic solutions. Basic solutions, what are the common property, general properties they are having, we have to tell in this answer. Come to the first point. Slimy or soapy feel on fingers. Okay, the basic solution, they are slimy or soapy feel on fingers. Okay, when we are touching them, then we have soapy feel or slimy feel, slippery like. Question B part is aqueous solution or molten bases, they dissociate in ions and conduct electricity. Bases also in their molten form and in their aqueous solution form conduct electricity because they dissociate into ions. C part is the pH level is higher than 7. If we see the pH value of the basic solution, so it must be higher than 7 because 7, that is the pH of neutral solution. Now the D part is bases are bitter in taste. These properties are common to all type of bases. Now next question is, a test tube contains a colorless liquid which is suspected to be either an acid or a base or water. How will you find out which compound it is? Children, what is the meaning of this question? Means your teacher has given you one test tube contains a colorless liquid and asks you to find its nature. You have to tell whether it is acid, base or water. Then how will you find which compound it is? Okay, now come to the answer. Take a drop from the colorless liquid and put it on blue litmus paper. Take another drop, put it on red litmus paper. If the red litmus turn blue, then the given solution is base, and if blue litmus turns red, then the given solution is acid. And if there is no effect on litmus paper, blue litmus remains blue, red litmus remains red, then it is neutral, that is water. Water is neutral in nature. Its pH is 7. Yes, children. Question number 5. Give examples of common acid and a common salt. Compare their composition. How do they differ and what do they have in common? Now, it means we have to tell common acid, any one common acid and the common salt, and then their composition means what they consist of. Okay, and then how do they differ and what do they have in common. So this is the question. Now come to the answer. Hydrochloric acid, HCl, this is a common acid. Sodium chloride, NaCl, it is a common salt. Now HCl or hydrochloric acid is acidic in nature and it is manufactured from minerals, and it's sour in taste and corrosive in nature. So this is about hydrochloric acid, means it is acidic in nature, it is prepared from the minerals, it is sour in taste and corrosive in nature. Now NaCl as a salt, so this is neither acidic nor basic, means it is neutral, and these are formed when an acid reacts with the base. Now they have chloride ClCl, this is common to both. HCl produces more hydrogen ion and dissociate completely on dissolving in water, so it is a strong acid and an electrolyte. And NaCl, this is a neutral salt. So what they have in common? So they are having chloride is present, so that is common in both, and the difference is that HCl produces more hydrogen ion, so it is a strong acid, whereas NaCl, this is a neutral salt. Question 6. Give reasons by which you can differentiate hydrated salt from anhydrous salt. Children, I think you know the meaning of hydrated salt. Hydrated salt means the salts which have water of crystallization, and anhydrous salts means which don't have water of crystallization or their water of crystallization is lost. Now the difference in between them is due to water. A hydrated salt is one that has one or more, or you can say usually more, water molecules per salt molecules, and these water molecules, they are actually the part of the crystalline structure of the salt. And often when these hydrated salts, these are heated, then the water remove and they become dehydrated, and as a result the crystal disintegrate to a powder of the anhydrous salt. And that example that occurs when copper sulfate pentahydrate means it has 5 water molecules, then it is dehydrated by heating, then it goes from a pretty dark blue crystal to light blue to white powder, and the water of crystallization gives copper sulfate its crystalline form and blue color. The reaction is also given CuSO4 into 5H2O, that is hydrated copper sulfate. Okay, when it is heated, then it loses its water and become copper sulfate anhydrous and 5H2O. When water is again added to it, it regains its blue color. Children, next question is explain acidic, neutral and basic salt. Come to the answer. Neutral salt or normal salt. A neutral salt does not contain any replaceable hydrogen atom in its molecules, so it is neutral. And basic salt. A basic salt is formed by incomplete neutralization of a base, means here base is not completely neutralized. And basic salt may further react with acid to form the normal salt. And acidic salt, this salt still has replaceable hydrogen ions, and acid salt ionized in water to show properties of an acid. So these are about the different types of salt: acidic, neutral and basic. Acidic salts, these are also formed by the incomplete neutralizations of the acids.